Imagine turning your iPhone into a pro video studio, capturing footage like a cinematographer, with full control, low noise, cinematic color, even RAW, and then editing multiple angles live. That's Final Cut Camera 2.0. Whether you're a filmmaker, content creator, or just someone who wants better video, this app might change how you shoot video forever. Stick around. We'll walk through every major feature, how to use them, what's new, and whether it's worth it. And at the end, we'll show you how to download it and get started today. Without losing any time, let's see how you can set all the controls, and we will talk about the rest in the following chapters. First of all, choose the desired frame rate. We are using 25 frames per second in our video, which, by the way, features content shot with the app. If you go for a higher frame rate with ProRes, the app tells you that you can't internally. Instead, you have to use a fast external SSD to do so. If you want to save space but still record in log, you can by choosing HEVCH265. It's still 10-bit but not 422. Then you can naturally choose the resolution. We recommend you always shoot 4K, even if you only export HD for social media. With 4K, there's more room to crop or pan without using digital zoom in post-production. We recommend you usually leave focus to auto, unless you are doing a close-up video, where you will need the accuracy. But don't forget to return it to auto. You can see what happens if you don't. Everything will look blurred. You can also manually set exposure. In general, be it day or night, setting this to -0.3 will help you protect highlights. Then there's white balance. If you are shooting a single clip or are unsure, leave it in auto. If you are shooting many clips and want to match white balance in editing later, use a custom value. During the day, 5600 Kelvin is usually a safe option under the bright sun. If you wish, you can use focus peaking and overexposure zebra indicators. In a fast shooting scenario, we only use the zebras as they are a good indicator of overexposure. But as we said in other videos, many find zebras distracting, if not annoying. It's good to enable aspect ratio guides, grid overlays, and tilt roll indicators. It generally helps with composition and these cases where the video leans to the left or right. No, there's no horizon lock like there is in some action cams. You have to keep the horizon line straight. Naturally, if you enable stabilization, you lose a small amount of the frame. With Log Video Preview, you can apply lookup tables in Preview to see how log-encoded footage will look even before post. These are not burned in the video, meaning what you see is only a preview of what the result will be when you apply the LUT to your editing suite of preference. The app works both as a standalone video camera app and integrates with Final Cut Pro for iPad via live multicam, which means you can wirelessly connect up to 4 devices running Final Cut Camera to your iPad, capture multiple angles, preview them live, and later edit them seamlessly. It's free on the App Store, but some features require specific iPhone models or newer iOS versions. To get started, simply head to the App Store, search Final Cut Camera, and download it for free. Now, a quick note on compatibility. The app requires iOS 17.4 or later just to run. But if you want the newest and most powerful features, you'll need iOS 18.6 or newer, and in some cases even the very latest iOS 26 update. On top of that, certain tools are hardware specific. For example, only the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max unlock things like ProRes RAW recording, full sensor open gate capture, and those extended telephoto lens options. Here's the good news for iPhone 17 Pro users. You can now shoot in ProRes RAW. That means recording at a 4:3 aspect ratio, 12 megapixels, with the freedom to later crop down to 1:1 or 16:9 in post. But keep in mind, because RAW bypasses all processing, There's no stabilization and no noise reduction applied in camera. If you're shooting handheld, that matters. The upside is that Apple's sensors are clean at low ISO, so you'll still get noise-free footage. And here's a detail advanced users will appreciate. Constant frame rate recording is finally possible with ProRes RAW. For us, that's one of the most important upgrades. Unfortunately, it's exclusive to the iPhone 17 Pro lineup. Not even the 16 Pro supports it. For those who don't know it, there's an invaluable free program, Media Info, which you can use to see details like resolution, codecs, and frame rate. You can see in our example using the iPhone 16 Pro that frame rate is not constant. Genlock. You sync multiple cameras or video sources with precise frame alignment. Great for multi-camera setups, but you have to buy extra hardware and know how to use it. Timecode options. You can select time of day, record run, or using external timecode for tagging and synchronization. Wider lens options like a new 200mm telephoto for better reach. All these are not toys the everyday user will appreciate, as they mostly make the phone not portable at all. Advanced users or professionals, on the other hand, will use them. Putting the iPhone on a rig is a camera equipment many times cheaper than buying even a mirrorless camera that records ProRes RAW. Live Multicam. You can connect up to 4 devices running Final Cut Camera to an iPad with Final Cut Pro. All devices must have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on, signed into an Apple account. Importantly, you don't need them all on the same network. While recording, you get preview proxy streams from each device so you can see all angles live on your iPad. You can control exposure or ISO remotely per angle. When the recording ends, the high-quality footage, source media, is transferred in the background, replacing the proxy previews. This helps in editing immediately, even while transfers are still completing. Here is what we mentioned earlier that will be beneficial: the constant frame rate. If you are not a video editor by profession, like we are, you can't imagine the nightmare of trying to sync 3 cameras or more that lose frame rate. Sometimes it's impossible, and we had to resort to cuts and inserts to save the material. You can save recordings to files or directly to a connected external storage device if your iPhone supports it. When using multiple devices in Live Multicam, once file transfer completes, you can immediately start editing in Final Cut Pro for iPad. File sizes can get large with ProRes, RAW, etc., and using external storage helps, but management is key. Battery and heat, pushing high frame rates, log capture, stabilization, etc., may increase power draw and heat. Even on the day we recorded these samples, with the temperature at 21 degrees Celsius, the iPhone was hot in our hand and the battery percentage started dropping. Learning curve. With manual control comes more decisions. If you're used to letting the phone do everything, you'll want to spend some time getting comfortable with the exposure, ISO, white balance, and manual focus settings. These are most of the features we wanted to show you about Final Cut Camera 2.0, how it works, what's new, what's great, and what to watch out for. If you shoot video on your phone, especially for YouTube, social, or even just personal work, this app gives you tools you didn't have before. If you like, we'll show some side-by-side comparisons, standard camera versus Final Cut Camera, in a future video. Let us know in the comments. And if you're ready to try it, check the download link in the description. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this helpful, and we'll see you next time.